What if I told you that your next salad could save your life? Sounds exaggerated? Well, it's not. Every day, millions of people are at risk of stroke and heart attack, silent killers that strike without warning. But here's the twist: there are natural defenses hiding right in your kitchen, vegetables so powerful, even a doctor would be impressed. This video reveals the top 10 vegetables that don't just support your heart, they could actually help prevent a stroke. Backed by cutting-edge research and endorsed by leading experts, these foods are your first line of defense against dangerous vascular events. So stick around, because segment 3. We reveal the one veggie that has stunned Harvard researchers with its impact on stroke prevention. Let me ask you something: what's more dangerous, junk food or invisible bacteria? Here's the shocking truth: one of the biggest stroke risk factors is not just what you eat. It's what your gut bacteria are doing with it. That's right. Your gut, the very system meant to digest food, can increase your chances of a stroke or heart attack if you're not feeding it the right foods. When you lack dietary fiber, your gut microbiome becomes imbalanced. This imbalance leads to higher levels of inflammation, poor cholesterol metabolism, and, yes, greater risk of slurred speech, sudden numbness, and even a transient ischemic attack, TIA. But don't panic, because nature already gave us the solution. Vegetables rich in soluble fiber act like a master reset button for your gut. They feed the good bacteria, which then produce powerful short-chain fatty acids, compounds that lower inflammation, improve blood pressure, and protect your heart. It's not just about fiber helping you go. This is science-backed stroke prevention. Let us know, how often do you eat fiber-rich vegetables like lentils, chickpeas, or leafy greens? You might be helping more than just your digestion. In segment 3, we'll explore the first vegetable on our list, the one so powerful it's used in clinical stroke recovery programs. Imagine this: one humble leafy vegetable has the power to reduce your chances of suffering a stroke, just by adding it to your plate. That vegetable? Kale. Often overlooked, but a nutritional giant. Loaded with soluble fiber, vitamin K, and powerful antioxidants, kale is like a natural bodyguard for your arteries. It reduces inflammation and supports better blood flow, which helps lower your risk of elderly stroke, slurred speech, and balance problems caused by poor vascular health. What's even more fascinating? Kale boosts nitric oxide production in your blood vessels, improving their flexibility and helping prevent sudden numbness and plaque buildup, two key triggers for heart attacks and mini-stroke symptoms. A study from Harvard Health found that individuals who ate leafy greens like kale daily had a 20% lower risk of suffering a stroke compared to those who didn't. Now here's the twist: it's not just the nutrients in kale, it's how your gut microbiome reacts to it. The short-chain fatty acids produced after digesting kale help regulate blood pressure, reduce confusion, and even enhance your body's recovery potential after a transient ischemic attack, TIA. Do you usually eat kale raw, steamed, or in smoothies? Comment below your favorite way to enjoy it, and tag a friend who needs to see this. Coming up next, the number 2 vegetable on our list is a surprising one. It's not green, but it's packed with fiber and nature's healing power. Let me ask you this: what if one of the creamiest, tastiest foods out there could actually shield you from a stroke? Yes, we're talking about avocado, often mistaken as a guilty pleasure, but in reality, it's a powerhouse of heart-saving benefits. Rich in monounsaturated fats, soluble fiber, and potassium, avocado works like a natural blood pressure stabilizer. Lowering blood pressure reduces the risk of vision changes, confusion, and dizziness, classic stroke warning signs that often go unnoticed until it's too late. But the real twist? Avocados improve the function of your endothelial cells, the very cells that regulate blood flow and keep arteries elastic, key to avoiding mini-stroke symptoms and slurred speech in older adults. And here's something fascinating: avocado consumption has been linked to better HDL cholesterol levels and reduced inflammation, both critical to stroke prevention. Ever mashed avocado into your smoothie or spread it on whole grain toast? Drop your favorite avocado recipe below, we're collecting the tastiest ways to protect your heart naturally. Stay with us, because the next vegetable isn't green, but it might just be the brain's best friend when it comes to stroke recovery. Imagine cracking open a humble walnut and unlocking a natural weapon against stroke, heart attack, and even cognitive decline. Sounds dramatic? It's not. Walnuts are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, polyphenol, and antioxidants, each playing a unique role in fighting the silent buildup of plaque that leads to slurred speech, balance problems, and sudden numbness in aging adults. But here's the kicker: researchers have found that regular walnut consumption actually improves vascular reactivity, meaning your arteries respond better to stress. That's a direct guard against transient ischemic attacks, TIA. Even more, walnuts reduce inflammation, enhance blood vessel elasticity, and support neurogenesis, the brain's ability to grow new cells, crucial in stroke recovery. Did you know that in the Be Fast method, F stands for face drooping, one of the fastest signs to act on? Eating just a handful of walnuts a day might be a small act, but it's one that may help keep that sign from ever showing up. What's your favorite way to eat walnuts? Raw, toasted, or maybe in a heart-smart salad? Comment below and inspire someone's next stroke-proof snack. Coming up next, a crunchy vegetable you've probably overlooked, but your arteries will thank you. What if I told you your breakfast could be the most powerful prescription for stroke prevention? That's right. The humble oatmeal, a food older than your grandmother's rocking chair, is loaded with soluble fiber, especially a magical component called beta-glucan. This compound works like a sponge, soaking up LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, and flushing it out before it has a chance to glue itself to your artery walls. This isn't just theory. Studies from Harvard Health show that eating just 3 grams of soluble fiber daily, that's about 1 bowl of oats, can drop your LDL by 5 to 10%. But here's where it gets exciting: oats don't just remove cholesterol, they stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and support gut microbiome health, creating a perfect storm of stroke-fighting synergy. And for those battling elderly stroke risk or struggling with confusion, balance problems, or vision changes, oats become more than a breakfast, they're a lifeline. Try this. Add some walnuts, chia seeds, and fresh berries to your morning oats. You're stacking nature's defenses, layer by layer, against the storm of heart disease. What's your go-to breakfast that keeps your heart strong? Drop it in the comments. We're building a heart-smart recipe list together. Up next, a green veggie that unclogs arteries better than any detox juice. Imagine if a simple green vegetable could be your best ally in preventing strokes. Surprising, right? Let's uncover the truth. Broccoli, often overlooked on our plates, is a powerhouse of nutrients that can play a pivotal role in stroke prevention and recovery. Rich in sulforaphane, this compound has been shown to promote white matter plasticity and improve long-term neurological outcomes after ischemic stroke. But that's not all. Broccoli is loaded with vitamin K, essential for blood clotting and bone health, folate, which supports brain function, and fiber, aiding in cholesterol management. These nutrients collectively contribute to reducing stroke risk factors like high blood pressure, oxidative stress, and inflammation. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that individuals consuming cruciferous vegetables daily had a 32% lower risk of transient ischemic attacks, TIAs. Have you included broccoli in your meals recently? Share your favorite broccoli recipes in the comments below. Stay tuned for our next segment, where we'll explore another powerful food that supports heart health. What if I told you a leaf could hold the power to keep your brain sharp and your blood vessels clean? That leaf is spinach. Yes, that humble green you've probably pushed aside on your plate for years. Spinach is rich in nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that helps dilate blood vessels, improving blood flow and reducing high blood pressure, a key stroke risk factor. But more surprisingly, spinach also provides lutein, a potent antioxidant linked to improved cognitive function and reduced stroke and dementia risk in older adults. A twist? The benefits of spinach increase when it's lightly cooked, not raw. Cooking spinach enhances the absorption of calcium and iron while retaining the fiber and folate that are crucial for stroke prevention. Research from the National Institutes of Health suggests that a diet including spinach just 3 times a week can reduce stroke risk by up to 20%. Imagine, just a handful of leaves protecting your brain. If you've made it this far, I know you care deeply about your health. Drop a leaf fluttering in wind in the comments if you've ever used spinach in a smoothie, salad, or stir-fry. And don't forget, a small action like that could help someone else avoid a devastating mini-stroke or transient ischemic attack, TIA. Now, if you think spinach is powerful, wait until you see what's coming next. We'll talk about a vegetable that ancient civilizations once revered for longevity, and science now backs it up. Picture this, a food so powerful it doesn't just fight cancer, but also strengthens your blood vessels and guards your brain from the silent killer, stroke. That's broccoli. This green cruciferous vegetable is packed with sulforaphane, a natural compound shown in studies to reduce inflammation in blood vessels and enhance detoxification pathways. Chronic inflammation is one of the key triggers for stroke and cognitive decline. But what's truly fascinating? Broccoli boosts levels of glutathione, a master antioxidant. This antioxidant doesn't just protect your arteries from atherosclerosis, it actively helps regenerate damaged tissues after a mini-stroke or transient ischemic attack, TIA. Twist. The way you cook broccoli can make or break its healing power. Light steaming preserves the most sulforaphane, while overcooking it destroys the nutrients. Clinical trials from Harvard and the Stroke Foundation Australia have revealed that regular consumption of cruciferous vegetables like broccoli can reduce stroke risk factors and improve stroke recovery outcomes, especially in seniors. Still skeptical? Let's try a quick test. Drop brain in the comments if you or someone you love has ever experienced slurred speech, sudden numbness, or vision changes, subtle signs that can precede a stroke. Don't underestimate this veggie. What you eat today could be the reason you stay sharp tomorrow. And trust me, the next veggie we'll talk about has been used in ancient medicine to treat high blood pressure long before pharmaceuticals existed. In a quiet village nestled among rolling hills, an elderly woman named May prepared her meals with care and tradition. Every dish was a tapestry of flavors, but one herb always found its way into her cooking: parsley. To her, it was more than just a garnish. It was a legacy passed down through generations. Years later, as modern medicine advanced, researchers discovered that parsley wasn't just flavorful, it was powerful. Rich in vitamin C and carotenoids, parsley has been shown to help lower LDL cholesterol and blood pressure, key factors in preventing stroke and heart disease. But here's the twist: while many overlook parsley as mere decoration, its health benefits are profound. Incorporating parsley into your diet could be a simple yet effective step toward better cardiovascular health. Have you ever underestimated the power of a humble herb? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into natural ways to protect your heart. Stay tuned for our next segment, where we'll explore another common kitchen ingredient with extraordinary health benefits. Every spring, I visit the small farmers market by the lake. With my old straw hat and a canvas bag, I stroll through the stalls, and without fail, I always stop at one particular place: the asparagus stand. The seller, a kind woman in her 60s, always greets me with a knowing smile and asks, "For your wife again?" I nod. You see, she passed 5 years ago, but every spring, I still buy her favorite vegetable, asparagus, because it brings her back to me, if only for a moment. But here's something I've come to realize: while I was chasing a memory, I was also protecting my own heart. Asparagus is more than just sentimental, it's science-backed. Rich in folate, fiber, and antioxidants, it helps reduce homocysteine, a compound linked to stroke and heart attack. Its natural diuretic action supports healthy blood pressure, playing a key role in stroke prevention. I didn't know that by honoring her memory, I was also adding strength to my own journey. That's the beautiful twist life sometimes gives us. Have you ever found healing in the things you do for others? Maybe your next meal is more than just food. If you've ever cooked for love, drop a green heart below and tell me your story. Let's connect, because healing isn't just science, it's shared humanity. And stick around, friends, what I'll share next may completely change the way you look at your plate forever. I remember one cold evening in Maine. I had just finished a talk at the local community center when a gentleman in his 70s came up to me, trembling slightly, holding a wrinkled notebook. He said, "Mr. Bennett, I wrote down everything you said last year. My wife had a minor stroke, and we thought it was the end. But we followed your stories, your food advice, and now she walks with me every morning again." That moment, it wasn't about vegetables anymore. It was about life finding a way back home. You see, food isn't just about nutrition. It's about connection. It's about memory. It's about hope. And for many of us, especially those navigating the tender years of elderhood, what we eat might just be the most powerful medicine we have. So let me ask you this. Why do we care so deeply about things like stroke recovery, heart attack prevention, or even something as specific as slurred speech or face drooping? Because deep down, we don't fear dying as much as we fear not living. Who are we? We're the sons, daughters, caregivers, and seniors who refuse to settle for decline. How do we reclaim our strength? Through everyday choices. Through simple, powerful foods. Through stories that guide, not scare. Through science blended with soul. I invite you to walk with us. Not just as a viewer, but as part of a movement. Join our group. Share your story. Watch the next video. Let's not just survive, let's rewrite what aging looks like. Because in this community, the story is never over. It's just getting good.